Hello again, folks. Welcome to another episode of Cabin Adventures. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Things have been busy. I'm getting married in a couple weeks, so obviously that has been taking up quite a bit of time, so not too much time for a lot of adventures, but hey, we're out here today doing something different once again. So we're actually at Rockwood Conservation Area, something that I have not yet to do. I've never stayed in a conservation area myself, let alone with this guy. Yes, Thor will be joining us for this adventure. Yeah, so we're here for 2 nights. Basically we'll do a little bit of hiking. We'll hopefully try out the new boat. You guys will see all about that. However, for now, it's the sun is coming down, so I gotta get pitter-pattering and set up the tent here. We'll catch you folks up in a little bit. So this is our site 165 here. We're gonna get set up here. It's been a little while since I set up this tent, so let's see how long it takes. After that sweaty affair, let's try to pump up the mattresses. I asked you to blow up the air mattress, but you politely declined, didn't you? So let's talk a little bit about the setup, about this glamping adventure. Thor's right here, chilling like a villain. Let's check out the tent. So we got ourselves a fan here to keep us nice and cool. The ridge light, which you guys will see later on, make this nice and cozy. The usual Aleutian North Face sleeping bag here. Nice little spot for Thor here. Of course, that's the plug-in. It's gonna be on the side here, so easy access once we are ready for bed, but should be a cozy night. Now it is available for $10 a pallet. About 3. Figured I'm pretty stocked up for the weekend, but I'm gonna split it a little bit before we get started. Now this stuff is fairly dry, so we should start pretty quickly. We might have to untie Thor before that happens. So I might not have mentioned this, but this was kind of a last minute decision. On Monday we booked the site, and today we're here. At least it gets this guy out of the house. So the neighbors arrived back there, as you can see. Yeah, once again, a very different cabin adventures for sure. And before everyone asks, I did change my shoes before I chopped pillow pieces to get this thing started. Looking pretty set up back here. So there are a lot of positives about this park. However, I did find another negative. Right over there, you see the pit. Fortunately, there is no grate. Most provincial parks or conservation areas do have grates, however these pits do not. Fortunately, we had a lot of sausage on the menu. Well, we have hot dogs, and then we have sausages for tomorrow for lunch. No worries, we have a pan, and also I do have my handy stick that I brought from the Whispering Pines that I carry around with me quite frequently in case of these situations. So we should be good to go. So this is what we call a mishmash of North America and Europe. So we have a hot dog on a tortilla with cabbage and green onion, Russian mustard, ketchup, and a little bit of this stuff. That is Heartbeat hot sauce, camp sauce. We're gonna wrap this guy up here and let him bake in the heat while the other guy finishes up. And for this one, the classic hot dog. The only thing that is missing, and this was a critical oversight, was Gail's relish. What a shame. Well, despite the lack of grill on the campfire, we made it out all right. I'd give that a solid 8.5 out of 10. Pretty tasty. Now, time to relax, have a drink, enjoy the rest of the night. We'll see. The train just went by. So as you'll know, on Cabin Adventures, we like to keep our facilities close to us. Here's the problem. We are at Site 65. The washroom is all the way down yonder. It's about a 450 meter walk, but the old Crosstrek might have to do some drifting. Just kidding. But all seriousness, we'll see how it goes in the morning. What really attracted me to Rockwood Conservation Area is the fact that it's so close to home. So it's 45 minutes away from Mississauga, which is where I live. And basically, the big thing is that there are lots of hiking trails here. So let's take a look at what adventure we have in store for tomorrow. So we are right about here. We'll take a gander down this trail here by the lake, and then we'll start this path. We'll go 1.7 kilometers this way. We'll take a peek at the lookout. Then we'll cross all the way up here, go down this pathway, full loop around, and back up to here. At least that's the game plan. We'll see how it goes. have quite the cozy setup here. But it's time for us to call it a night. We'll see you folks in the morning. Well, good morning, folks. Not a bad night's sleep, for sure. But it's time to get started. Make some coffee. So the facility strip, smashing success. Easy to access, not that far away. The map is kind of deceiving, but gonna start making breakfast here and make some coffee first. So for coffee, we have Blondies, which is from Campground, Alberta. I'm gonna use the jet boil. So we are on a hike, as you probably would have guessed. Yeah, so we made it around the lake. Beautiful little lake there. Lots of people on paddle boats and canoes or whatnot. Very nice, very scenic for sure. The trails so far, fantastic. Very easy going, nothing too rough. Of course, the highway in the background. Made it to the lookout. Let's take a peek and see what it has in store for us. Some pretty spectacular views from here. Don't mind if I do. This will make a great fire starter for later. You're a good boy on the trails, bud. So what you see behind me is an old wool mill factory, yes. So they made products for wool in this factory. It was established in 1867 by John Harris. He is one of the first settlers in Rockwood from Ireland. And it was basically, they shut it down in 1920, but they suffered a major fire at some point in time. It was rebuilt. The Conservation Authority has been restoring it, but since 2018 it has been closed to the public. So we are now entering Pothole Trail. Apparently there are a few potholes similar to what we haven't been to Warsaw Caves. We'll have to take you folks one day. There are some spectacular trails here, that is for sure. During the glaciers, water eroded some of these areas, creating these caves or potholes. No soldier left behind. Picked the perfect spot too, right by some poison ivy. Beautiful park, but busy. Always trying to fetch those sticks. He got into some cleavers, which are a sticky plant. It sticks to fur and basically everything. I have some on my socks and my shoes and everything like that. But yeah, he found a batch of them. He is covered all over. So that was a nice little 3.7 kilometer loop. As mentioned, beautiful park. Outstanding trails, gorgeous scenery, top notch. Busy, extremely busy, but that's most parks. It is quite toasty at our site. So, Thor and I are gonna go into the Canadian Tire, pick up a grate to fix that little situation, and maybe get some ice cream along the way. Perfect. So the park is at maximum capacity. They are not letting anybody, any more day people in. Parking lots are completely slammed. So we had some troubles coming in, sort of, not really. We showed them our camping pass and we were pretty much good to go, but we stocked up on some more firewood. I got it from the gas station this time. It's like around the corner from here. Apparently it's safe. No issues about using that wood here, but hopefully it's a little bit drier. So you folks remember this stuff. This is what we found on the trail here. So let me show you, demonstrate how flammable this stuff is. Let's stack this up here. As you can see here, this could be pretty much lit dry or wet. Shove that in there. Hey, we got fire. Hey Thor, I think we have a solution. This should make cooking some sausage much easier. After all that exploring, time for an adult beverage. So we got some Hungarian bacon. Gonna cut that up into nice thick pieces and the sausage. Strategically place it. There isn't direct heat. Slow and slow. The battery is too hot, so the camera didn't want to function. So I had a couple bites here, but a lovely finish. That was scrumptious. As you can tell, it's really hot. The sun is like directly on the campsite. Let me just flip the camera here. All of that is just getting roasted. Look at this guy. How did you manage to do that? Due to the hot weather, motivation has been pretty low. This guy's been sleeping for a little bit, so he had his beauty rest, and now he's raring to go again. We're gonna fill up the boat here in a little bit, so we're not going to set sail. We saw previously that there was a few emergency vehicles there, so what we're gonna do here is well, the finished product should be awesome on the waters. So after that sweaty 45-minute ordeal, let's talk a little bit about the boat. It's a Navigator 9-foot boat. It's a two-person. Basically, you can fit a 9.9 horsepower motor on it. But I'm really looking forward to having that little thing. It's nice. I live in a townhouse, so it's easy to store it. As you saw, it fits in the bag, so it should be good times. The real reason why we got that grate today, A nice little mushroom gravy. Well, there it is. Smoked duck, beets with horseradish, and mashed potato with green onion, and mushroom gravy. Absolutely magnificent. Well, with our bellies full now, very full, it's time to relax by the fire. After a relaxing night, down to the last bag. We'll make sure to burn this out. Thor, all cozy. Myself bundled up on here. It's time to call it a night. We'll see you folks in the morning. Well, good morning, folks. Pack up day Sunday. Let's start rolling. Well, all that's left is that guy. Well, in 42 minutes time, we are home. Great weekend overall. Despite the busyness, despite the chaoticness of the conservation area, beautiful park. The fact that it's 42 minutes away from my place is also very convenient as well. As before mentioned, been busy with work, been busy with life, so it's difficult to dedicate 6 hours of driving or 4 hours depending where I go, whether it's the hot dog, the cabin, Lewis Pines. But overall, great weekend. Definitely will do again for sure. But for now, folks, from Thor and I, we'll catch you folks on the next adventure. Thanks for joining.